way, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. We on our way to the top, well over 40,000 subscribers, on our way to 50K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. And now do me a favor, wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you get in tune with the Realest channel on YouTube, my G. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right? Now, why am I back? Word is, word is that Young Snitch Life, YSL Woody, is in critical condition. I want to give big salute to all my investors, everybody that's in the DMs, everybody that taps in with Grown Man Business TV. You know, we are a powerful, powerful platform, and my DMs are on fire. So being as though my DMs are on fire, I said, you know what? I'm going to come back to the channel. I'm going to tap in with the people. It's late night, but to whoever is up, I told y'all that the higher ups and the elites, they dropped that audio. They dropped all of this audio, all of the allegations, all of this situation with Young Thug, because they know that it is going to incite violence in Ratlanta. You understand what I'm saying? And word on the street, word is, Lil Woody done been shot. He done been deleted. He is in critical condition. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. You know, it get real, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. It's always deeper than rap. And it is no coincidence. But before we get into this, already know I got to do some customizations to the chat. I'm not staying long, but even though I'm not going to stay that long, I'm still going to customize the chat, because this situation with YSL, this situation with Young Thug, everything that's going down in Atlanta, aka Ratlanta, everything that's going down out there in Atlanta is going to get deep, my G. All right, so is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But you heard it here first. 2 o'clock in the morning. You ain't heard nobody. You heard it here first, because the investors are highly invested in this channel. You understand? Big salute. You already know what it is. You already know how we give it up. Yeah, let me do some customizations to the chat, and we're gonna talk about this for a few minutes, man. I'm not staying long, so big salute. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that. Make sure you do that. You see that at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers doing all your Twittering, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're in tune with the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. All right, now let's talk about this. I told y'all to ask the real questions. Why is all this audio being released? How is it possible that a 2-hour interrogation with Young Thug and the federales is being released to the public, and nobody is being, punished? Nobody's in trouble. Nobody is even taking the actual blame for releasing this audio. All these phone calls are being released. 2-hour interrogations with the federales are being released. You got all of these different federal informants going at each other, rat on rat violence. And now, like I said, it ain't no such thing as a coincidence. YSL Woody laying in the middle of the street. I mean, he looked like he was deleted from what I seen. From the receipts that I seen already, it's looking like bad news. It's looking like nasty work. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing for sure and two things for certain, you got to understand something. Those people in Fulton County, they want Young Thug. Yeah, I know we talk about him wearing a skirt. I know he got the makeup. I said when I said he don't know what he want to do. If he want to be a snake, if he want to be a spider, if we want to be a rat. But regardless on how it goes down, the higher ups in the elites, they want Young Thug. Young Thug is no more of an influence on the street. There is no children that are gonna follow him. There's nobody that's gonna listen to his music and follow his lead anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And if something, if something happened to Lil Woody, I almost can guarantee you they're gonna try to tie that to Young Thug. Oh yeah. Young Thug is on probation for the next 15 to 20 years. 15 to 20-year probation he pleaded out to. You understand? YSL Woody, it is no coincidence. It is no coincidence, homie. When you get on these platforms and you start exposing the inner workings of Ratlanta, when you start exposing the down low dudes, I'm talking the boss man D-Lows, the boss man down low. You get up here and start exposing the transformer activity. You get up here and start exposing your hand. It's no coincidence you end up in the streets looking like your brains got blown out and all that. Yeah, it was nasty work. Salute to Shajor. You know what I mean? I got some real investors, man. I got some real ones in the chat. I got some real ones. When it comes to the subscribers, when I tell y'all my DMs are always on full, I'm not playing this. It's not a game. I'm not making this up. You know what I mean? I wish I had another phone that was connected so I could show you that. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You could take my word for it. It's no coincidence that I just got done telling y'all in my live stream. I just got done telling y'all that these things are happening because they are going to incite violence in Atlanta. No more unity in Atlanta. We about to turn Atlanta to the Bronx. They about to turn Atlanta to Chicago. Ain't no money in unity when it comes to the higher ups and the elites. They make money off of pain and destruction. They make money off of violence and death, especially when it comes to the hip hop culture. See, we all talking about Young Thug being a rat, but I'm the one that asked y'all, where is this audio coming from? Who is dropping this audio? It's nobody answering that, and it's nobody on this application that's asking those questions. Who is releasing this audio? Why are they releasing this audio? It's not only to expose Young Thug, but it is to cause chaos and destruction out there in Atlanta. It's already up in Atlanta. It's already a lot of down low going on. It's already a lot of violence going on. But what happens when you get the artists involved? What happens when you get the little babies turning on the Young Thugs and you get the 21 Savages turning on the young? What happens when you get the big dogs involved? See, it's a reason. It's a reason why this content been fed to the algorithm. This whole young snitch life, this whole YSL, all of the 2 hours, all of everything that's being fed to the algorithm, it's a reason for that. And word is, YSL Woody. Now salute to the chat. I got real. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The homie Ratchet TV got about 191,000 subscribers. I only got 46,000 subscribers, but my subscribers are powerful. My platform is powerful. Ratchet TV is live, right? Let's see what Ratchet TV talking about. Big salute to the chat. See what Ratchet talking about. What's going on, Ratchet? Ratchet up here talking about it, saying YSL Woody was unalived. So I got the DMs and I got the inboxes and I got the notifications and I got people yo, GMB, you just was talking about this. You feel me? And Ratchet TV, we the only ones up right now on this application. And the only reason, again, why I'm doubling back on this is because I just told y'all in my last live stream, not even an hour ago, that somebody is going to get hurt. Somebody is going to lose their life. Somebody is going, listen, it's no way all of this information is being dumped onto the algorithm. All of this information is being exposed at one time. I'm talking, they dumping different phone calls, 2-hour interrogations. Everything is falling into the algorithm at one time, and you think everybody just gonna walk away scot-free. After they dump all of that audio into the algorithm, now you got, Pee Wee Roscoe talking. You got YSL Woody talking. You got the whole industry talking about this. And you think somebody ain't gonna lose their life? You think the whole agenda is not for people to lose their life? Not only are people gonna lose their life behind this, but they gonna start tying this up. And then them these probations is violations and jail, and yeah, it's get deep, it get wicked, and it's always, I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on. Here we go. Now.
I'm glad somebody thinking like me. I'm gonna say, I'm glad.
Nasty work, what's going on?
I'm glad I ain't the only one that's saying that shit. Some people is just not hip to this shit, bro. He definitely. It says there Rollo in the chat.
Now, again, you already know how we give it up.
Rollo in the chat. I don't know if Rollo in the
You already know how. Hold on. Let me get that. You already know how we give it up. The higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. And I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to make jokes about it. I'm going to do my 1-2 step, because you got to bring some, you got to bring some humor into this. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. And for me, you got to bring some humor and mix it in with this wickedness that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But I just told y'all, YSL Woody, few of these dudes need to watch out. They need to watch out. The algorithm is being fed. Content creators are being fed. A narrative is being pushed. So when they start deleting you dudes and they start wiping y'all out, oh, they was because of Young Thug, he was a rat, the audio was released, and YSL Woody was talking and exposing the underworlds of Atlanta and how you dudes is down low, boss man D-Lo, and that's why it happened, and black on black violence and gang violence, YSL and blah, 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 blah. They gonna start wiping y'all asses out. YSL Woody is either in critical condition or YSL Woody is already out of here. It's one or the other. And I'm going to tell you something. When I saw, and I'm going to let Ratchet talk, because I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm going to tell you something. When I got the DM, salute to my subscribers, man. But when I got the DM said that he was shot and he was deleted. He was out of here. And I said to myself, man, if it's true, I can't say RIP to Lil Woody. I don't wish death on nobody, and hopefully that man is okay so he could go home to his family. But you got to understand something. Ain't no RIP. When you playing in this game and you doing these things, and that's why I say to these youngins, you going to go to war or you going to go to work. One or the other. But if you want to go to war, if you want to go and commit treason against your own community, like Lil Woody was doing, ain't no RIP. When it's time to lay down, lay your ass down. So, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Let's see what the homie Ratchet is talking about.
Bad. Look, it don't look like an accident to me, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what happened, but it don't look like an accident to me. God didn't bring him all this way to leave him now. And we don't never know what's gonna. I'm gonna drop the link for anybody in Atlanta that has any news on this. If you're out in Atlanta and you got some news on this, I'm gonna drop the link to come up here if you want to hit the link and tell me. I seen a few people like, yo, I'm in Atlanta. So if anybody's from Atlanta that wants to come up and talk about it, or if you got any information you want to give me, if you're in Atlanta. If you're not in Atlanta,
okay.
Then if you don't know these people,
okay. Word is, and I seen the picture You know, he was in the street. I'm talking bloodied up. Now, the homie saying that he fell off his bike. Mysterious bike. We all know Woody like to ride the four wheelers. We all know Woody be out there doing donuts. He liked he liked those fast vehicles. He liked the motorcycles. He liked the ATVs. We all see that. You know, you understand what I'm saying? But understand this. This ain't the time to be out there riding ATVs, homie. This ain't the time to be out there popping willies, riding your motorcycles all in the street, drag racing and all that. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, homie. I'm gonna be real, and I know it sound crazy, but that's why I give y'all this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Cause I know it sound crazy. I know it go over a lot of y'all heads and under your bridges, but you gonna be popping them willies down the street, Lil Woody, and it's gonna be a car with the men in black in it. Yeah, it's gonna be a car with them black suits in it. And they gonna merge into your lane and all that. They gonna merge into your lane, homie. Yeah. Yeah, and then when you out of here, or when you in critical condition, you know, hey man, he was, Willie, Woody like to ride them four wheelers and all that. We already know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. Woody like to ride those four wheelers. You understand what I'm saying? Woody get to ride them four wheelers. You know he be on them ATVs and all that. He probably just fell off his bike, cracked his whole skull open, bloodied up in the street. I seen the pictures. Yeah, yeah, Shador. I said, I appreciate that. I seen the pictures and all that. Nasty work, my G. So again, yo, Woody, deleted, critical condition, shot, motorcycle accident. Ain't none of these things a coincidence. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be very honest with you. We're gonna keep this thing 100. The internet will be flooded. The algorithm, YouTube will be flooded tomorrow with this content. Just understand. Just understand. Make sure yeah, I mean, we heard GMB talking about this last night. Ratchet TV, GMB TV, yeah, they was talking about this last night. This is content. This ain't the time to be outside lollygagging. Trust me. I know it's funny. I know, the whole Ratlanta and it's a snitchation. Yeah, the shit is funny. But for them dudes that's in this particular situation, rubbing shoulders with with the higher ups and the elites, playing games with dudes like Young Thug, down low homosexual rappers. This ain't the time to be outside getting caught lacking, lollygagging, popping willies, because the men in black, the higher ups and the elites, this is a real thing. And this is how they always get you. They get you right where you comfortable at. Oh, Nipsey Hussle, he's a rolling 60 Crip. He's ass, okay, that's where he's comfortable at. It was gang violence. It's easy for them to blame it on gang violence. It's easy for them to blame it on, reckless driving. You know, Woody, he likes to ride the ATVs, and we got videos of Woody riding ATVs in the street doing donuts. He's very reckless on his bike, and he had an accident. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Woody had an accident. Now, mind you, Woody been riding these ATVs since he got out of prison. Willie been doing donuts. He been doing backflips. He been doing somersaults. He been all over the streets with these ATVs. But as soon as he get to talking about certain things going on in Atlanta, like Pee Wee Roscoe, Young Thug, soon as he get to talking about those things, and I ain't gonna lie to you, brother, I'm gonna tell you something. Critical condition, that's probably the least of it. Cause that picture I just seen of Lil Woody, I mean, that's a lot of blood coming from the head area. That looked like a headshot to me. That looked like a head tap. If you was on a motorcycle or ATV and you crashed it and you got that much blood coming from the top right there, homie, you got a problem. Yeah, you got a real problem, homie. Nasty work. Nasty work. And it's only going to get deeper from here. Headshot, motorcycle accident. Blood has been, I'm telling you, it's only going to get deeper from here. And that's why I came back tonight, because the angle, Ratchet ain't going to come from this angle. You know, salute to all the content creators. We got our own lane. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. It's Ratlanta, the #1 in the nation right now. It's a cold situation. But for the dudes out there, for these rappers out there, even for the underworld in Atlanta, it's a lot of young boys in Atlanta that used to rock with YSL. It's a lot of young boys in Atlanta that rock with Young Lucci. Yeah, it's a lot of youngsters. It's a lot of shooting going on. Trust what I'm telling you. Trust what I'm telling you. It's only going to get deeper from here. And this is exactly why that audio was released. This is exactly why that interrogation audio was released, to cause confusion and destruction. And in our community, homie, that's all it takes. All it takes is something like that. Ask yourself, not just one audio, not just one phone call, multiple different phone calls, multiple different situations, multiple different audio, incriminating audio, damaging audio. You know, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. We don't, we don't mind exposing homie's a rat. He's no good. It's a cold snitchation. But we don't turn that same energy to the federales. That's a crime, homie, to release that type. Who is releasing this? So you telling me, and I've been knew this. I knew this when they did that shit to King Von. I ain't got no thing with King Von. But when I saw his autopsy photo, that's, I think, the first time I realized, like, ain't nothing safe. Ain't nothing safe. You going to jail, you talking on the phone, that shit gonna become public. You going to jail, you ratting and you talking in them interrogation rooms, we gonna hear it soon. Nobody is safe. There is no safe haven. There is no way out, brother. To the youngsters, it's no way out, my G. Go to war or go to work. Cause if you go to jail and you get to talking, we gonna find out about it. Now again, hopefully Lil Woody is recovering. Hopefully Lil Woody is alright. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Ain't no coincidence. Lil Woody ain't just fall off no bike, man. Lil Woody ain't just have he didn't just have a car accident. It ain't no coincidence. You understand? Woody just came out, he called everybody a rat. He exposing the industry. He's exposing the underlying and the underworld of Atlanta. The things we already know, he's exposing it. Ain't no coincidence when your head get busted. That's what it looked like. When they looking at a little Woody, looked like he took a headshot. Looked like, I'm talking, motherfucker losing brains. He laid out on the concrete with his brains out. You know, you popping them willies and all that. You driving fast. You doing donuts in your ATV. Yeah, and a random car just coming to your lane, and yeah, you ain't got no brake fluid in you. You thought your brakes was good and your brake fluid is drained. Yeah. It's a million ways to skin a cat, my G. It's a million ways to get you niggas out of here, one by one. Thug, I'm be the first to say this. They gonna trip Thug up and Thug gonna go back to prison, or Thug gonna be in a, Thug might, it's about to get real. It's about to get real, and I'm gonna tell you something. All Thug needed to do was just be a man about it. Yo, I ratted. I made a big mistake. I was scared. I shouldn't have never did it. But I got a lot of learning. I need therapy. I take full accountability. I take full accountability for what I did and what I did in that interrogation room. And you know what? I don't rock with Gunner. I don't rock with YSL Woody. I don't rock with a lot of these dudes, but I got nothing but love for them. And I want them to be blessed and I want them to strive and I want them to be great. See, you supposed to kill the algorithm with kindness, my G. You supposed to kill the higher ups and the elites with the truth, with accountability. But when you come out and you start talking this way and you start talking that way, and yeah, it's looking like bad news. It's looking like Rat Lana. It's a cold snitchation going on. YSL Woody, young snitch life Woody is either in critical condition or he already out of here. Let's listen to, you know what, Ratchet? I'm gonna let Ratchet talk to you. Big salute to the chat.
Right there in the hood, riding bikes with everybody. Come on, man. Y'all believe that was a damn accident, boy? You got to be kidding me. That ain't no damn accident, fam. That ain't no damn accident. Let's keep it a big buck. They definitely set Lil Woody up, man. YSL Woody got set up by Young Thug. That's what I'm gonna stick with. That's what I'm going to stick with. I'm gonna say YSL Woody got set up by Thugger Thugger. What y'all think, man? You think I think he got set up by Young Thug. I think Young Thug
I'm
probably didn't have enough.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. That's a cold snitchation going on in Atlanta. You know, Ratchet TV, I don't, salute to the content creators. But I don't like to do the reaching. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that type of content, homie. I don't like to do the reaching when it come to like pinning cases on people. I'm telling you, the higher, it's bigger than Thugger. You got to know something, homie. It's told Thugger is on probation for the next 15 years. He can't even come to Atlanta. Young Thug is on probation for the next 15 years. All he got to do is scrape a pinky toe and his ass will be in prison for the rest of his probation. To say Thugger had anything to do, nah. And nah, that won't no AI picture. Trust me. Yeah, I want you to understand something. We just got done talking about Chat GPT and all that. I ain't one of them ones. I know what I'm looking at. That would wherever that blood was coming from, it was coming from the upper area, the head area. It wasn't coming from the torso or the neck area. That looked like a headshot to me, respectfully. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave that out there, but I think Young Thug, I would say they gonna, that's gonna be the narrative they gonna try to push because they want Young Thug. Yeah, when the men in black swerve in your lane, knock you off your ATV, roll your ass up down the goddamn concrete, you in critical condition. Now the narrative is Young Thug sent the hit. Yeah, we was investigating Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Because YSL Woody had that accident. We know that Young Thug and YSL Woody got beef with each other. YSL Woody ratted. He snitched on Young Thug. See, the higher ups and the elites play chess at the highest level. They'll have you thinking Young Thug has something to do with it. They gonna let y'all run with that narrative and they gonna plug his ass up. Yeah, interrogation. Oh man, you're revoked. Your probation's been revoked. 15 years in prison. You thought you got away? All because y'all dudes are frauds. Oh, it's gonna get realer. Oh, you think, let me tell you something. You think they not about to feed us all the goddamn narratives they want? You think they not about to feed the algorithm with this? With this Young Thug and he a snitch and X, Y, and Z in Atlanta? You think they not about to bombard the algorithm? Oh, they about, listen, let me tell you something. They about, listen, man. They about to flood the algorithm with this. They about to push this to the algorithm that you ain't gonna be able to understand how this is gonna be the talk of the algorithm. They not gonna just let it. Nah, this is a business, homie. Yo, stop that. Stop. No, it ain't nothing. This is what it is. This is what it is. I'm giving it to you raw, straight off the brick into the bottles before all and everybody else get their hands on it and they start muddying the waters and all that. Start twisting up the narratives and now you got this narrative and you got that narrative. I just told y'all in my last live stream, somebody is going to get hurt. Somebody is going to lose their life, my G. Somebody is going to lay down behind what's going on in Atlanta. And it's not, it's bigger than Young Thug. Who released all the audio? Who released the interrogation audio? Who is releasing all of this to the algorithm? That's the real question. Why are they releasing this to the algorithm? Why do they care so much about Young Thug being a rat in our eyes? Why are they so devoted to it? I mean, look, it looked like a crash out. Either he crashed out or he crashed out. I mean, it's looking like somebody crashed out, but ain't no coincidence to that. Hey man, you know what? Nino, I got something for you. Hold on. Cause I don't want to play with you. I done already had a good time with you, Nino. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't playing. It's too early in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? It's too early. It's too early in the morning to be playing with a grown ass man, homie. You feel what I'm saying? I done came back. I done got up off my big ass bed. You feel what I'm saying? Watching Sports Center, surfing the net. I'm getting out. I'm getting DMs. I'm getting notifications about Lil Woody either in critical condition or losing his life. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't come up here at, it's 2 in the morning, man. I'm a grown ass man, man. I ain't here to play with you right now. This ain't the time. I don't do no playing, man. You see what I got on, brother? I got a robe and a do-rag on. See, that's how I know a lot of you. Let's have some fun with this. That's how I know a lot of you dudes is feminine, you women. Because if you knew anything like I knew, you don't fuck around with a man with his robe and his do-rag on. And I'm going to tell you something. If I had the cape out in the back, that's even worse. Your mama ain't never tell you, nah, leave your daddy alone. Don't fuck around with him right now. He ain't had his coffee. It's too early in the morning, brother. It's too early in the morning. I don't want to do a lot of back and forth with you, nigga. I'm telling you what it is. The downloads is downloading, and we don't believe in coincidences over here. I seen in the chat the homie say, yo, he saw the video. It ain't look like this. It ain't look like that. Well, it looked like that to me. When your ass is stretched out on the concrete with a bunch of red shit all on your face and all that, it looked like that to me. You think I just hopped up here to talk to y'all? You think I just jumped on the internet at 2, 3 in the morning just to do what nah, homie, I seen listen, man, I seen the receipts. I seen the receipts. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and hop on the platform because I know this is gonna be content tomorrow. I'm liable to double back tomorrow and get some more of this content. I'm liable to double back and get some more of this because this is gonna be content. But if your mom ain't, you know, a lot of dudes, again, it's grown man business is few far in between. So you get in the chat at 3 in the morning. This ain't no time to be. We ain't doing no joking around, nigga. I ain't here to joke with you. I'm a grown ass man. If you ain't, nigga. You leave that for the women and the children, brother. Yeah, my daughter and my old lady might get to play and get to joking around, and I might snap at them and get to growling like the king of the jungle. Yeah, rah, rah, get your ass around, rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. I might get like a dungeon dragon, and they get away. So don't, yeah. So you, nigga, you get exiled from the goddamn pride. I be done bit your leg off, nigga. Sent your ass out there to the wilderness and let the hyenas get you. You don't never goddamn get the joke in it. I got a do-rag on and my robe on, man. I'm not here to play with no grown-ass men. Nigga all in the chat trying to joke around. Nigga, I'm a grown-ass man. Don't you see the grays in my beard, man? Don't you see the goddamn grays in my beard, man? That mean I'm a grown-ass man, brother. Hell wrong with you, nigga? I digress. I digressed. Woody was in the axe. I said, now, you know, I put it in the title and all that. They said he got a headshot. They said the man was deleted. I put it in the title and all that. Got y'all in here, right? And what I'm telling you now is, look, man, either he in critical or he deleted. Motorcycle accident. You think, let me ask you a question. You think Woody just coincidentally fell off a motorcycle tonight? You believe that? You believe that Lil Woody, the same guy we see riding ATVs, he riding Chargers, he riding Hellcat, he riding motorcycles, he riding tricycles, he riding mountain bikes. We see him on he riding all type of different goddamn vehicles. All of a sudden tonight, you know what? I got the receipts, man. I want to play something for you. Go ahead and talk to him, Lil Woody. Go ahead and talk to him. Look!
Nothing gonna stop me from loving you, but what you do from this,
right now, rubbing his hands
you
like
knew not to
Birdman.
come on this internet. You knew not to let Pee Wee Roscoe get on the internet and do what he did. You let Pee Wee do that. You let Pee Wee do that, and Pee Wee got you in all this stuff. Pee Wee got on the internet calling people rats. Pee Wee got on the internet saying all he said. Now guess what? He made people mad. People want to dig up the videos. Now people don't dig up the videos. You are what you are, buddy. You official on the Woody and Charleston White team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. But you is a snitch, too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. But you is a snitch, too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been knowing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what... Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. But you is a snitch, too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been knowing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Because of the love I had for you. But when y'all come out of jail and y'all brought that stupid stuff out of here, I left that stupid stuff in jail. Y'all brought that stupid stuff out. Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. But you is a snitch, too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been knowing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Because of the love I had for you. But when y'all come out of jail and y'all brought that stupid stuff out of here, I left that stupid stuff in jail. Y'all brought that stupid stuff out.
You know, more money. About 300,000.
Yes, sir. I'm okay with being a snitch. Because I know what I did. I know what I've been through. But you is a snitch, too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been knowing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Because of the love I had for you. But when y'all come out of jail and y'all brought that stupid stuff out of here, I left that stupid stuff in jail. Y'all brought that stupid stuff out.
You know.
Now look at this right here. You think it's a coincidence with that man talking like that all on the internet, all in the videos, all on the radio, snitching? You think he just fell off his bike, bust his head open, all in the hospital? Ain't no coincidence, bro. Ain't no coincidence. Roscoe Dash and Roscoe P Flames and them out there, Roscoe, Pee Wee Roscoe, yeah, with the transmissions and all that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shit looked nasty. I seen him, his motherfucking head was busted. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can see something real quick, man. Let's see what we got, man. Hold on. Salute the cause I got it in my DMs on Instagram. Um, but I can't find it. Hold up. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Now, now that's for the youngster. That's for the dude in the chat telling me, right? It ain't look like that bad and all that. Yo, it ain't look that bad. I ain't see nothing, baby. I ain't see, but it looked like a headshot to me, brother. And that's why I had to get rid of the young boy and all that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, when your daddy come out in his robe and his do-rag, man, don't you dare fuck around with him. When a grown man got a do-rag and a robe on, close your mouth, man. Don't you fuck around with him. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get rid of him, because I'm not bullshitting me. You think I came up here 3 in the morning doing numbers the way I'm doing numbers? Let me show, look. I mean, what it look like to you, homie? You think that's a coincidence? Look like, and again, I ain't never gonna get up here capping to the people. I tell y'all all the time, homie, straight off the brick into the bottles. Pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. So you see me get up on a live stream 2, 3 in the morning. You got to know it's real, baby. I do my due diligence, and my subscribers and my investors, they don't play no games. When I get notifications from certain subscribers, certain investors that I know been down with the channel since day one, it could be 2 in the morning. I'm gonna look into it. And that's exactly what I did. I get the joint, I'm gonna respond instantly. Yo, G and B, you see that? What's going on? Woo, I was just talking about Lil Woody. I just told y'all in my last live stream, somebody is gonna get hurt. You think that's a coincidence, homie laying there with his head busted and all that? Yeah, it looked like he took a headshot. But you gotta be wary of people in the chat. I tell y'all, I'ma customize the chat. But the dope is so pure that the higher ups and the elites is going to lead people to the algorithm, to the chat, to try to distract it. And I ain't going to delete everybody. I'm not going to hide you. The more you engage in the chat, there's more for me. But if it's 3 in the morning, I don't want to play. I didn't come here to joke around with you niggas. This ain't a game. You feel me? I got a big bed I could be laying in right now. Yeah, but I do this for the people. I do this for the subscribers. This is independent content creation. This is independent content creation. After the DMs that I got, after the notifications that I got, I wouldn't have been able to sleep with the downloads that are downloading. I wouldn't have been able to sleep. This is my first time seeing the video, but I saw a picture, just one picture with homie and his head busted like that. That's all I needed to see. I know it's not AI. I'm an 80s baby. Let me give y'all some game. I'm an 80s baby. So I'm one of the dudes that I know the difference between AI in real photographs. I was around before smartphones. I was around before, you could take pictures, and we needed Polaroid pictures. You had to take it to the Eckerd's or take it to the Kmart and wait a week before your pictures came back. I remember. So when I look at shit, I can look at it and say, that looked like AI. As soon as I saw the picture of little Woody, I didn't think one time about ChatGPT or AI. I knew instantly. I knew instantly what I was looking at, because I told y'all it's only going to get worse from here. Yo, Woody fell off his bike. Okay, that's the narrative they're going to push to the people. That's the narrative they're gonna push to the people. Woody been riding his bike since he snitched on Young Thug and he walked out that courtroom. Woody been riding ATVs, doing backflips, doing front flips, doing goddamn somersaults and all that with these motorcycles and these ATVs. All of a sudden, look. What? Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, but it's only gonna turn up. It's only gonna go up. And I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put this out there. Before I'm gonna put this out there. You need to understand something, right? Every time it go down, because it's only gonna keep going. Trust me, it's only gonna keep going. Every time it go down, it's gonna be a reason. They're gonna have a reason. They're gonna be able to say, yo, it was gang violence. Woody, he crashed his motorcycle. We all know Woody likes to ride his motorcycles. No, it was YSL versus, Woody was it's gonna be a reason for them to sweep you under the rug. Every time it's gonna be a reason for them to sweep your ass under the rug. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to the chat. Oh yeah, we running the numbers up. We running the numbers up for real. We gonna run these numbers up for sure. You understand what I'm saying? The higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. And Ratlanta is really about to be tested. I'm end this. I'm gonna give it to y'all like this. Atlanta is the black Mecca. Atlanta is Black Hollywood. Atlanta is Black Wall Street 2.0. Atlanta is the Black Wall Street 2.0. You understand me? And Atlanta is about to be tested. They are about to test Atlanta. And I'm gonna say this. I hope Atlanta passed the test. I hope y'all don't let these people burn Atlanta down. I hope y'all don't allow the higher ups and the elites, dog fur having people, to underhanded burn Atlanta down. Because this ain't 1945. This ain't 1965. This ain't 1950. Y'all definitely ain't just gonna come into Atlanta, come into Black Wall Street and burn it down like you did all those other towns back in the day. It ain't never gonna happen like that again. Y'all, one thing for sure and two things for certain, if they can't just do it, they get real conniving, they get real sneaky. It's in their nature to turn everything upside down from the inside out. They'll burn your city down from the inside out. Now we getting deep. Now it's getting real. YSL Woody, it looked like homie almost out of here. Hopefully he's doing better. Hopefully he's recovering. But the bigger picture in the grand scheme of things is those people want Atlanta just like Black Wall Street, just like Rosewood, just like Utica Village out there in New York City. They want Atlanta out of here. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know I got family in Atlanta. The higher you get with that money, when you dealing with millions, you running businesses in Atlanta, you know, it's love in Atlanta. You gonna make a lot of money in Atlanta. It's a beautiful thing. But when you go to the normal people, when you get down to the street level, it's wicked in Atlanta. And they're gonna use them street people. They're gonna use the streets to destroy Atlanta if y'all let it, if y'all allow it to. If y'all allow it. This ain't Rosewood. We'll go to war behind Atlanta. It's a lot of guns. It's a lot of shooters. Y'all ain't just gonna march into Atlanta and burn it down like y'all did Rosewood and Black Wall Street. But I will tell you this. They'll excite a riot inside Atlanta. They'll excite violence inside Atlanta. They'll start exposing people in Atlanta. And they'll let y'all burn Atlanta to the ground. They'll let y'all destroy Atlanta. Now it's getting real. Now it's getting real. This is the shit they don't want me to tell y'all. Lil Woody looked like he got his head busted. But what's deeper, the grand scheme of things, I'm going to tell y'all, do not allow them to tear Atlanta down. If he a rat, he a rat. Fuck it. We accept him. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. That's where we got to get to. Yo, if that nigga ratted, so what? So what? Y'all ain't going to touch Atlanta. Y'all ain't going to touch. No, if he a rat, then he our rat. But y'all ain't going to touch him, no. And as soon as y'all play with us the wrong way, we'll turn every young soldier around and redirect that energy, and we'll get to smoking y'all ass. I'm talking from Atlanta to New York to Chicago, all the way to goddamn St. Louis and California. If you play with us wrong, we'll turn this energy around and we'll start running up in the Hollywood Hills and all that. How about we do a riot, but this time we take it to the Hollywood Hills and all that. Yeah. See, it's 3 in the morning. I ain't here to play with you. I ain't here to joke around with you. What I'm telling you is they're going to throw rocks and hide their hands. Woody is a rat. Thugger is a rat. Gunner is a rat. But who the fuck released that audio? Who is releasing all those phone calls? That's what we need to know. If he a rat, then he a rat. I don't give a fuck. He want to wear dresses, that's his prerogative. That's his thing. Did he want to play in baby oil and do his shit? That's his thing. It ain't got nothing to do with me. We want to know who releasing that audio. Before y'all start deleting these young men, before y'all start, oh, Woody fell off his bike. Young Thug is back in jail. Gunner had an accident and plane crash. Before y'all start doing the shit y'all like to do, we need to find out who dropping this audio. I don't give a fuck what's on the audio. Who's dropping the audio? That's what we need to, because that's what's about to happen. Y'all, a lot of people don't really understand the spotlight that's on Atlanta. You ever been to Atlanta? It's magical. If you could get past all the goddamn Tampa Bay Buccaneers walking around out there, if you can get past all the boss man D-Los, all the down low homosexuals, if you can get past that bullshit, Atlanta is magical. It's an amazing place for black people, bro. It's nowhere on the planet Earth like Atlanta for black people. I'm talking millionaire. Every other person you see touched a million. Every other person you see is a boss. Every other person, it's really like that. And until you go to Atlanta, you spend time in Atlanta, and then you go places like Florida or these other places, you realize the difference. Y'all want a land of the fall, and y'all know who the hell I'm talking to. Y'all want Atlanta to fall. Y'all wanna demonize Atlanta. Y'all trying to poison the streets in Atlanta. With everything that's going on in Atlanta, with all the money that's being made, y'all want to drop audio of Lil Baby and drop audio of Young Thug, and y'all doing audio and nobody can see it. Nobody cares who dropped the audio. Everybody want to talk about Thug, and I get it. I get it. Atlanta, I suggest y'all unite around this shit. Young Woody is laying in the street with his head blown off. Cool, homie. Or it looked like his head is blown off. He was in a motorcycle accident. Y'all ain't touch Young Woody. Don't touch him. He a rat. We already know he a rat. So what? He got a family. He a black man. Let him live the rest of his life and repent and talk to Jesus if that's what he want to do. Go to church on Sundays. Young Thug is a homosexual rapping rat. He's a rat. Whole rat. But I suggest that Atlanta, Future, 21 Savage, TIP, all the dudes that fuck, y'all already been fucking with Thugger. Even though he done wore makeup, even though Thugger is a full-blown homosexual, y'all been rocking with him. So I suggest y'all put y'all arm around Thugger. Tell him it is what it is, homie. They did the same thing to T.I. We gonna be all right. But this Atlanta. Because when y'all do that, what y'all will be showing the higher ups and the elites, oh nigga, that shit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, homie. I know y'all know we don't like rats, we don't like homosexuals, but that shit ain't gonna work. If he a rat, then he our rat. Y'all ain't gonna touch him. Atlanta, tighten this shit up, brother. It's really not that serious. It is a cold snitchation going on down there in Atlanta. Oh, it's a cold snitchation. But listen, man, it's really not that serious, man. It's really not that serious, man. It is what it is, man. Who the fuck following the street code anymore? Niggas is tax-paying citizens, homie. Who the fuck following the street code if you a rat or not? Who cares? Yo, we already up, man. So let's go a little deeper into this. And this where I'm gonna chastise my people. This where I'm gonna really get at y'all real quick. You know what I mean? Because it don't matter if it's the dog fur or if it's my people, if it's my niggas. I'm gonna give y'all that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Y'all ain't start caring about rats until y'all started trying to be like the American mob. Who the fuck started ratting? Who created that whole term, he's a rat, he's a snitch? Who the fucking mob did? John Gotti, the Leslie Paluno family, the families, the mobs out there in New York was talking about snitches. And you niggas always want to copy somebody else's culture. So back in the day when Jay-Z was doing Reasonable Doubt and all that, he was wearing mob outfits and shit. You know, him and Dame Dash, they had the mob outfits on. Y'all niggas always want to copy some shit. So now y'all copying the mob, talking about snitches. Well, guess what? Sammy the Bull is a rat. Sammy the Bull got a goddamn YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers on it. You don't see no damn Italians trying to kill Sam. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, it ain't that serious. And really, y'all ain't even start the ratting conversation. That was some Italian shit. Get they dick out your mouth. Stop biting their culture. You are not a mobster. You are not an American mobster. You are not John Gotti, nigga. Stop calling yourself Gotti. You are not fucking Gotti. There, I said it, man. Irv Gotti, Bullets Gotti, all these fucking Gottis. You niggas is not Gottis, nigga. They would spit on you. You know what else? You know what's crazy? You know what's ill, right? Y'all want to take all these different you know, aspects and different things from the Italian mob. Well, guess what else the Italian mob didn't do? The Italian mob wouldn't sell heroin in their own fucking communities. They sold you heroin to sell in your own community. So why y'all don't take up, why y'all ain't want to take that? We not going to sell drugs to our own people. We not going to sell crack. We not going to sell heroin. We not going to kill our community. Why you think they still got a little Italy out there in New York City? With little pizza parlors, and you can get fucking spaghetti bowls with meatballs and shit out there in Little Italy, because they never sold heroin to their own people. They gave your black ass heroin and you sold it to your people. They gave your stupid ass heroin and you took it and you sold it to your people. So you wanna emulate the whole no snitching policy, but then you wanna sell heroin to your people. You know what else the Italian mob did? They encouraged their children to be police officers. They encouraged their children to be, prosecutors and defense attorneys and judges and congressmen and politicians, so that they could start changing laws and they could protect the interests of the Italian people. Why y'all don't do that? Why you don't tell your son to go be a fucking police officer? Why you don't tell your daughter to go be a goddamn defense attorney, so when your black ass go to prison or you go to court, you got a black woman that can get your ass out of prison? Why y'all don't do that? So don't come talking to me about snitches. The fucking Italian mob, right? They did a lot of shit right. Y'all don't want to do none of this stuff that they did right, but y'all want to take the bullshit and y'all, oh, he's a snitch. So fucking what? Your mama's a snitch. Oh, she's a whore. Well, your mama was a fucking whore. How you think your mama came home with them packs of turkey thighs and chicken thighs back in the day, and a 24 pack of chicken drumsticks when you and your brother was at the house? How you think your mama came home with that chicken? Your mama was out there whoring, eating cock yeah. She was eating dick at the club. You just didn't have the internet. And your mom come home with goddamn 20 bags of groceries. Yeah, she had a long goddamn night. Your mama had a long night. When she came home with 15 bags of groceries, you got Fruit Loops, you got Honey Nut Cheerios, you got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you got Honeycombs, you got all the name brand goddamn cereal. Cause your mama was out there doing, she did that. I'm just talking to my people. Atlanta, the spotlight is on y'all. Get that shit under control, homie. Get it under control. It's a cold situation. I'ma make fun of the situation. I'ma make fun of it. Yeah, your mom came home with sugar smacks, pork chops, drumsticks, chicken thighs, and all that. 2 goddamn cartons of milk, ice cream. You don't remember that? How you think your mama got that money? Yeah, your mama was at the Broadway last night. Yeah, your mama was at the motherfucking Broadway. Yeah. Talking about pump it up. Your mama was at the Broadway listening to Salt and Pepper. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. That's what your mama was doing when she came home with 25 bags of groceries. Yeah, that's what happened. Frosted Flakes. Yeah, Frosted Flakes, Sugar Smacks, Honey Smacks, Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. You remember the Fruity Pebbles. You couldn't get that. All I'm saying is, what's for us is for us. What's ours is ours. Atlanta is Black Mecca. That's why they always want to put a stigma on Atlanta. No, it's like that in Atlanta, especially if you know the right people, homie. It's like that in Atlanta. It's a lot of black money in Atlanta. It's magical in Atlanta. Respectfully. Me personally, I wanted to raise my family, so I kept my property where it's at. But I really used to think about selling my property and moving to Atlanta. But I'm kind of glad I didn't. I like where I'm at. TIP, it's time. You might want to take them tight ass dreadlocks out, and you need to speak up. You need to You need to bring harmony amongst these young niggas. TIP, where you at? You did a motherfucking Crime Watch video. You did a Crime Stopper video. I seen you do it. I'm older. I remember seeing TIP, the Rubber Band Man, do a goddamn Crime Stoppers video. I remember that. I'm old enough. I remember seeing the Rubber Band Man, wild in the Taliban, 9 on my right, 45 in my other hand. Call me Hustle Man, always in trouble, man. Worth a couple $100,000, all in government, man. I remember that. And then I seen your ass on that stand for 45 minutes when your man Falant got his head blown off. You took the stand and you spoke to the prosecution and all that. So you need to speak up. You need to say, hey, man, we ain't worried about that. They called me a snitch. You ain't no snitch, thugger. And anybody in Atlanta got a problem, come see me, the Rubber Band Man. Wild and Taliban. Atlanta, get this shit under the control, homie. It's a cold snitchation. Looking and seeing Lil Woody with his motherfucking head. Hey, Lil Woody, hey, hold up real quick. I ain't even bullshitting you, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Look. Look at Lil Woody. Look at Lil Woody right there. Cold snitchation going on in Atlanta right now. A cold snitchation. All right? It's late, man. I ain't gonna stay much longer. The downloads needed to be downloaded, man. Who the fuck cares if, we are not the Italian mob, brother. That shit need to be over with. Our whole street culture was based off the Italian mob. You don't even hear about the Italian mob. They get so much money, you don't even see them no more. That's what it's time for. It's time to let that shit go, and it's time to take it to another level. These dudes is getting millions. Listen, thugger, we don't like what we heard on those motherfucking tapes, homie. You are a rat. You are a rat from Ratlanta. But guess what, thugger? Guess what, Woody? Guess what? You know what? It is what it is. Make sure the kids got football uniforms. Go buy 1,000 acres of land. Let's have summer camp for the kids. Listen, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck if you a rat when you start doing that. Nobody ain't gonna care except for broke ass niggas sitting in them. Come on, man, talking about this nigga's a rat. Who the fuck cares, nigga? Your boss is a rat. The one who sign your checks when you go to work, he a rat. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that the dude that cut your check at the job that you go to every day, the dude that make your clothes, whatever you selling, the dude that's growing the weed that you selling, and all whatever you doing, he's a fucking rat. He told on somebody when he was 18 years old, they got 20 years in prison. You gonna stop buying your weed from him? You gonna stop getting your shirts made from him? You gonna stop going to work because your goddamn boss is a rat? I bet you ain't gonna stop going to work. I bet you when you take your ass to that warehouse and somebody say, yo, Kenneth is a rat. Kenneth? Yeah, man, boss man is a rat. You know, we found out he told on somebody on a murder charge when he was 18. What? I think I'm gonna quit my job. I ain't working for no rat. You know how dumb you ain't gonna do that. You gonna take your black ass to work. You gonna clock in. You say hey to Kenny. You gonna go do your job. You gonna get paid on Friday. So please miss me with the rat conversation. I'm not no rat. I ain't never ratted on nobody. But you know what? I made a conscious decision when I was younger to get the fuck out the way because you know you don't know what you gonna do when 100 years get put in front of you. You don't know what the fuck you gonna say. Go to work and ask your boss if he ever told on somebody. Hey, Kenneth, man, let me have a conversation with you. I'm about to clock in, but I just wanted to talk to you. What's going on, GMB TV? Hey, man, have you ever been to prison or jail? Yes. When I was much younger, I was wild. I was in the streets. I was listening to Thug and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Do you remember Bone Thugs and Harmony? It's the thuggish ruggish bone. I used to love that song. Oh wow. What happened? Did you tell on somebody? Did you snitch? Yes. Grown Man Business TV. Me and my co-defendant, we both got locked up and they offered me 150 years or I needed to tell. And my mom told me to tell. So I told. Are you gonna fucking quit? If Jay-Z and Desiree Perez say, listen, I got a record deal. I know you like the rap. You've been selling your mix CDs and all that. We're gonna give you $1 million record deal. We're gonna push your CD. We're gonna push your album. We're gonna take you to the next level. You're gonna be a fucking rap superstar. I bet you y'all assign that contract. Let me tell you something. If Jay-Z reached out to Zip with the Drip right now, salute to the homie Zip with the Drip. If Jay-Z reached out, got his phone, yo, let me get in contact with Zip. Somebody give Jay-Z Zip phone number. Jay-Z signs, Jay-Z calls Zip and say, listen, man, I'm gonna work with you. I like your music. I just heard your mixtape. I need you to meet me at Rock Nation tomorrow, 2:30. You're not leaving out here. We gonna get a deal done before you leave out here. I'm about to change your life. Zip with the Drip is gonna work with Jay-Z, even though Desiree Perez, a known fucking federal informant, is involved with Rock Nation. So I don't want to hear that rat shit. You dudes is Atlanta, get it together, man. Homie's a rat, okay, fuck it. You can't be a rapping rat. We ain't with that. When it come to hip hop music, it's over. But guess what? You could drop a gospel album. Young Thug and Kurt Franklin. And you could talk about repenting, changing your life. You can explain through these gospel songs how you became a snitch, how you became a rat, and how God, Jesus Christ, how he saved your life. How Jesus Christ, how you got baptized and washed in the blood of the Lamb. I'm just saying, man. You see? But you can't be a rapper no more. You can't be a rapper no more. It ain't gonna work because we already know you a rat. But you could be a gospel singer. I can't make it. You could be a gospel singer. You can get with Kurt Franklin. You can be forgiven. You can be washed in the blood of the Lamb. And then you could start summer camp for the youngsters in Atlanta. You could get the water boys and you could bring them to your summer camp and you could show them how to turn that hustle into millions of dollars. You can still do it. Yeah, wash the slime away in the blood of the Lamb. You can make millions of dollars doing that. Tell them people, do a press conference and tell them people you've been washed in the blood of the Lamb. You had that slimy shit washed off of you in the blood of the Lamb and see if they don't throw the money at you. Or you can get with Saucy Santana. You can come out of the closet. You can say, listen, You, Young Thug, is a homosexual rapper. That's why you used to wear dresses. You coming out the closet. I can't take it no more. I want to tell the people, Young Thug is a homosexual rapper, and you want to appeal to the homosexual community, the Rainbow Coalition. You and Saucy Santana can drop an album called The Rainbow Coalition. You, Saucy Santana, Lil Nas X, the Rainbow Coalition. You will sell millions of fucking dollars. Young Thug, you still in the, we ain't gonna disown you. Atlanta is a fucking homosexual capital of the world. You think you will make millions of dollars with the Rainbow Coalition. And just remember, I said it first here. When nigga try to take that, when you nigga try to take that and run with it, I said it. I gave you that idea. I need 10% of that. I take your homosexual. I take the money. The Rainbow Coalition. Lil Nas X, Saucy Santana, Thugger Thugger. So I'm just trying to tell you that we not gonna let y'all burn Atlanta down. It's a cold snitchation going on in Atlanta. Woody is laid in the street with his goddamn head busted open. Busted open to the white meat. We gonna double back later today. We gonna double back later today and we gonna see what's going on. And hopefully Woody is recovering in the hospital. But from right here, his damn head bust open to the white meat and his mouth open. We know that's a bad sign when your head busts to the white meat and your mouth. Look. Look at this. Look.
No, not Lil Woody. No, not Lil Woody.
With that being said, we gonna double back. Big salute to the chat. Like I said, man. Let's see if the homie Ratchet still talking about it. See if the homie Ratchet TV still talking about this.
Be the most.
Ratchet TV still on it.
How Woody fixing to be up out of here when they are snitching. I don't think Woody up out of here for snitching. I just think he's up out of there for exposing the fact that Young Thug was snitching and start talking after Young Thug Young Thug got busted for snitching, so now Young Thug and him on his ass, though. Trust me. Take heed to what warning. You just said they getting rid of him. Oh Lord. If someone tries to get rid of you and you make it, you don't think you can take heed to that warning that they finna get you up out of here? What the fuck are you talking about, Cindy? Take heed to what warning? You just said they getting rid of him.
I don't know about that.
That you do understand what you just said, right?
Ratchet funny. That nigga Ratchet, yo. That nigga Ratchet. I see Ratchet TV one time on the live stream. That nigga mouth. Ratchet be eating bricks for breakfast. That nigga Ratchet look like he be eating he eat a extra large brick with a side order of sea rocks for breakfast. A motherfucker had a extra large order of bricks with extra syrup and sea rocks is in the side of playground pebbles. That nigga T look crazy, man. You better motherfucker close your goddamn mouth, boy. That nigga the Ratchet will bite you. The nigga Ratchet bite your ass out of here. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. If I like when I used to fight a lot back in the day. And the motherfucker used to have teeth like Ratchet, I'd be scared to fight you because I'd be scared you're gonna bite me. I'd be scared you're gonna bite me. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was younger, I used to fight a lot, you know what I mean? So certain dudes like Ratchet, I think twice about fighting him because I'd be scared he gonna bite me. I was always scared a nigga bite me with teeth like that. But salute the Ratchet TV. Salute the Ratchet the wild boy. Yeah. Big salute. Ratchet's still on, and I ain't staying up all night with y'all, man. We approaching 47,000 subscribers. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. Uh, yeah. We approaching 47,000 for sure. We'll be at 47,000 tomorrow for sure, 100%. 30,000 on this chat right here. So yeah, we gonna lock in. We gonna tap out. Trooper 69, what it do, man? Damn, man, you just got in the chat. You late. Yeah. I used to do a lot of fighting when I was young, man. And, I'm the type that I'm the type dude, like if we talking and if we talking, right? Um, I'm gonna be check. I can't help it. I'm gonna be probably like I'm gonna glance like at your teeth and shit while you talking to me. Yo, what's going on? Everything good? Everything good? I'm gonna glance at your teeth because it's just so I can't help it, right? But you know, if you had teeth like Ratchet, I think twice about fighting you because I'll be scared that you gonna bite me if I get you on the ground. Shit, nigga bite your arm, and you gotta get a tetanus shot. A nigga like that bites you with those kind of teeth, you gotta get a tetanus shot afterwards. So I ain't trying. I won't even be trying to fight you unless you force me. You feel me? But yeah, man. Hopefully Woody is good, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the DMs. Channel's growing organically, and you know, like I said, if Woody is good, which I hope he is, you know, I just really think like, you know, the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture of this whole snitchation out there, the snitchation in Atlanta is y'all need to just come together around this. Like, ain't no way y'all just gonna cut a nigga. Lil Boosie cut your ass off if you a rat. Lil Boosie don't fuck with you. But for you younger dudes, it's like y'all really need to grow past that. That ain't even our culture, man. That shit is dumb, really. Man, I mean, it's dumb. And we need to like really get that under control. You understand? If you a rat and a nigga got to do 100 years because y'all went and did a crime and you told on him so to save your ass, then that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But all these other stipulations about who a nigga's a rat and he said this and he did that's like it, it, it ain't even, this shit is dumb. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you a rat, you still gonna pay taxes to the American government. Uncle Sam still got his hands in your pocket. You a rat, you not a rat. Both of y'all niggas paying taxes to the Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? You a rat, he not a rat. Both of y'all niggas paying property taxes this year. You a rat, he not a rat. When y'all get paid, I'm going in both of y'all pockets. I wouldn't give a damn if you was a rat, Saucy Santana. I wouldn't give a fuck. You making money, Uncle Sam putting his hands in your pocket. So with that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. Yeah, Charleston White, this nigga is going, you already know CW gonna go crazy with that. Why did you choose the unk around your neck? Because I know what the unk stands for. I know that the unk is the original and the cross was crafted behind this. This is the original. I understand that this circle right here is like the uterus. It's like the circle of life. You understand what I'm saying? You got the circle of life. You got like the uterus where the baby is at. You got the two wings, and then you got the exit. You got the, you know what I'm saying? You got the yeah. So I know what this means. I know where it's come from. And I'm not gonna go deep into that, but when I double back about the aliens and we talk about the Bible, we talk about Jesus, I also understand that the Bible, I also understand that all the stories from the Bible come from ancient Kemet, right? Ancient Kemet, right? The hieroglyphics on the walls, you know, the Immaculate Conception, Adam and Eve, all these different stories, all these different chapters in the Bible are they took that from ancient Kemet, but a lot of y'all don't know that ancient Kemet learned that from ancient Egypt. And ancient Egypt is America. Hey, we not gonna go no deeper than that. We're gonna talk more about that tomorrow though. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what's going on with Lil Woody and his content, we gonna get deeper into that. Oh, it get deep, baby. So when you see this unk, you gotta understand. You gotta understand where this come from. I know where this come from. I know where this come from. Y'all think it come from Kemet. Who taught Kemet? Who taught ancient Kemet, the modern day Egypt, how to build those pyramids? Where did they get that knowledge from? When the oldest pyramids are right here on American soil. You can't go into the Grand Canyon for a reason. So again, when I get to talking about the Bible, I know it throw a lot of people off because they say, oh, you believe in Jesus, you believe in that. But what you got to understand is I understand exactly where all those stories came from. Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, all that shit come from hieroglyphics in ancient Kemet. But it originated right here. We're gonna talk more about that. You already know what time it is. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like that. If you like when I talk like that. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. So we, you know, cause we get into that too. Hopefully, a Lil Woody is all right, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna send positive energy to Lil Woody. We gonna send it his way. All right. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest that you tap in. Listen. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. I'ma give it to you straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. I'm not sugarcoat nothing, and I'm not dressing nothing up. I'm gonna give you this game straight raw, my G. Pure dope. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't counter whipping the dope, and we ain't water whipping the dope. I'm gonna give it to you straight off the brick into the bottles. It's a whole snitchuation going on in Atlanta, Georgia, right now. It's a lot of snitchuations. It's a lot going on. And it's going to be a lot. It's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot deeper. It's going to be a lot of violence behind the accusations and these phone calls and in this interrogation. It's going to be a lot of violence that follows behind that. Before that happens, I would suggest that Atlanta, y'all get your arms around this. Show the world we don't give a fuck what y'all think. We don't care what y'all feel. We don't give a fuck about no snitchuations. You see, these niggas good, and we about to unify this. We about to unify this. We already got unity, but this right here is only gonna make us stronger. We ain't disowning Young Thug. We ain't disowning Lil Woody. Matter of fact, we gonna make this thing stronger. And we gonna make y'all get down or y'all gonna lay down. That's what y'all need to do, Atlanta. If you want to be a rap artist, if you want to get money in this industry at this present moment, you got to go through Atlanta, my G. You ain't really got to go to New York City. You might got to go out there to LA a little bit, but you don't have a fucking choice. You got to go to Atlanta. So I would suggest Atlanta get a hold of this. Hopefully Lil Woody is all right. Feel me? Is what it is. Hopefully Lil Woody is good. You know what I mean? And last but not least, you know, who dropped that audio? Who's in control? Who dropped that audio? Who sat there and recorded that whole interrogation and dropped it, and why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all trying to incite, y'all trying to destroy Atlanta from the inside out. And I would suggest that Atlanta stand on fucking business. We not going out like Black Wall Street. We not going out like Rosewood. We ain't going out like Utica Village out there in New York City. We ain't going out like that. Stand on business, ATL, and make it known and do it in public. T.I., kill him. I think T.I. is the perfect person. Cause we saw T.I. do that. Yeah, we saw T.I. do that. We saw T.I. do that motherfucking video, that Crime Stopper video. I think T.I. would be the perfect person. Stand up and say, nah, we ain't doing that. This what it's gonna be. This is the terms and it. Yeah, this what we doing in Atlanta. Like it or get the fuck out of Atlanta. All them rappers that live out there in Atlanta, everybody done moved to Atlanta, everybody eating in Atlanta. Y'all gonna deal with this or y'all gonna get up out of Atlanta. You won't make a dollar out here. I'm telling you, if I was one of them big dogs in Atlanta, they would be talking. I would be in the algorithm. I would be trending right now, talking my shit to them. What? Nigga, this Atlanta, nigga. And I got my lawyers figuring out exactly which one of you federales dropped that audio. Yeah, I got lawyers. I got big lawyers. They gonna figure that out. Don't worry. Somebody going to prison behind that. We'll lock your white ass up for dropping that audio. For facts. We'll lock your white ass up. You going to prison behind that. That's the violation. That's against the law. That's criminal. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. We gonna definitely get deep tomorrow. We 9 times out of 10 are going to talk about Lil Woody to a certain extent, but we're gonna double back. We're gonna double back, like I said, and we're gonna get deep. We're gonna get real deep. It's gonna have a lot to do with what we was just talking about this unk around my neck, the Bible, the Word, the truth, the originators. We're going to talk about that. So you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slow. But before I go, if you see a grown man with a robe and a do-rag on, he is not playing. All right? If you see a grown-ass man with grays in his beard, a robe and a do-rag on, sit your ass down and let's get serious. This is not a game, and your mama should have told you that. Oh, don't you play to your daddy? He ain't had his coffee yet. He still got a robe, and he still got them waves wrapped up. All them waves all up under that do-rag, still wrapped up. He got the robe on. Don't go fucking with your daddy when he got that robe and that do-rag on. Don't you go fucking with that. Don't you go fuck. Leave your daddy alone, all right? That's a grown-ass man. Let me get his coffee. Hi, baby, I got your coffee made up for you. 2 creams and 3 sugars. How you like it? I got it just how you like it. And then you wait till your daddy drink that coffee, and then you get to fucking around and playing and joking and laughing and all that. But before I had my coffee, when I got this do-rag and this robe on right here, don't you come fucking with me, all right? Always remember that. This is grown man business. You might not be used to it. It's few far in between. I know you don't see a grown man use his baritone, look you in your eye, stand up straight, stand on business. You ain't used to that. You more used to saucy Santanas. Well, your mama should have told you. When you see this goddamn robe right here, and you see that do-rag, don't go fucking with your daddy. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You know, you could tap in, tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.